Presiden Amerika Serikat Donald Trump semakin menggila. Selain menaikkan tarif impor, Trump juga mengumumkan tarif baru untuk semikonduktor yang akan berlaku minggu depan. Hal ini berarti janji Trump untuk mengesampingkan telepon pintar dan komputer dalam tarif resiprokal ke China kemungkinan berumur pendek. Menurut Trump harus ada fleksibilitas akan hal-hal tertentu karena Trump ingin Amerika memproduksi sendiri chip dan semikonduktor sendiri. Pernyataan Trump ini merupakan kelanjutan dari pengakuan sebelumnya soal perintahnya yang mulai menyelidiki semikonduktor dan seluruh rantai pasokan elektronik. Di akun media sosial miliknya, Trump berujar investigasi dilakukan dalam apa yang ia sebut sebagai investigasi tarif keamanan nasional.
Talk a little bit about the semiconductor tariff that you posted on True Social today. What is the timeline for that? And I believe it was Jameson Greer said today that those will not be negotiable. Once those tariffs are in place, they're non-negotiable. Is that right?
But the tariffs will be in place in the not distant future because, as you know, like we did with steel, like we did with automobiles, like we did with aluminum, which are now fully on, we'll be doing that with semiconductors, with chips, and numerous other things. And that'll take place in the very near future.
And all the things.
And what we did is we want to uncomplicate it from a lot of companies because that's really where it should be, ideally. And we wanted to uncomplicate it from a lot of other companies because we want to make our chips and semiconductors and other things in our country. And I will tell you, another one is pharmaceuticals, drugs and pharmaceuticals. We want to make our drugs in this country. And by placing a tariff on the companies that are not in this country, they're going to move into our country and we're going to have our drugs made in the United States. So that in case of war, in case of whatever, we're not relying on China and various other countries to supply us with drugs, which is not a good idea. And it'll happen very fast. It'll all happen very fast.
Do you know what rate the semiconductor tariff?
I'm going to be announcing it over the next week.
Sikap Presiden Trump kembali berubah. Kini Trump menyatakan produk seperti laptop dan iPhone tetap dikenai tarif impor, namun diatur terpisah dari tarif resiprokal Amerika Serikat untuk China. Padahal Gedung Putih baru mengumumkan pengecualian tarif resiprokal bagi produk elektronik Jumat pekan lalu.
Well, that's going to be announced very soon, and we'll be discussing it. But we'll also talk to companies. You know, you have to show a certain flexibility. Nobody should be so rigid. You have to have a certain flexibility. And we're doing really well, and financially our country is going to be stronger than it's ever been.
So some products there's flexibility for some products?
For some products, yeah, maybe.
Can you say what kinds?
No, I'll be announcing it in the not too distant future, but it's going to be separately announced.
Mr. President, do you have any reaction to...
Very much like if you look, automobiles, again, we have a tariff. Nobody's complaining about it. Went through the process. We have the tariff. Steel, aluminum, and some other things. So, and by the way, our country is taking in billions and billions of dollars on those tariffs.